Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing well. So, an update on my aquarium after a week. It's I guess been 10 days now. So, as I said, I was awaiting for my aquarium plants, which I can, put it into my soil. So, I had ordered for green and red plants, so there'll be a contrast in color in my aquarium. So, here you can see, so this is the container I get, and the name of my green plant is Alternanthera. Okay, so these are the green plants in my aquarium right now, and this container costs me 200 per container, and it had around 5 shoots of it, 5 to 6 or 7, and then you can place it in different areas into your aquarium, so then it spreads later on. And then I've ordered for this Rotala. So now let me tell you key tips on this Rotala and the other plant which I've ordered. So Rotala is like a red in color plant. So there are types of Rotala, you can check online. I'm not very well versed with it, but let me tell you that Alternanthera, the green plant which I have ordered, takes a while to grow. It's very slow, requires medium to high sunlight, and it's green in color. And there are varieties in the green plant as well which I have ordered, Alternanthera. So you can check a few varieties. Whatever is available in your local shop, you can get that. Okay. So this one grows quite slow, but the shrubs are very good. On the other hand, Rotala here, I'll show you it in my aquarium later. So Rotala here is, there are varieties of Rotala. Now Rotala requires medium to high sunlight. So what it prefers is really high sunlight. So the aquarium light has to be on, it has to be of good voltage, and the light has to be very bright in your aquarium. So Rotala has a tendency to go even red from pink. So the plants which I've ordered of Rotala is pinkish in color because it's in a younger stage. Later when it grows, it gets red, very really dark red in color, depending on the light that you give it to your aquarium. So Rotala on ident before so this plant you need to put the plants you need to add it into your aquarium before you add your marine life to it. But since I was very eager to start my planted aquarium, I had just done half of the setup and I was waiting for my green and the red plants which I've planted them later. So now the problem here is I've planted my Rotala just here and there in the middle of the tank. The problem with Rotala is it grows very fast. It grows an inch in a week. That is how fast it grows. So most of the people will suggest you add Rotala behind of your aquarium, where you need to cover the backspace of your aquarium, not in the front. But the mistake what I've done is I've planted it on the front side of my aquarium and in the center. So I'll probably have a growth of my plants right in front of my aquarium, which will cover up my viewing space. So let's see. After a week or so, when I upload my video, you can see the growth. So let me show you my aquarium right now, how it looks, what is the difference and the plant growth. So here you go. This is my aquarium right now. As you can see, all my plants are really green. I'm using a liquid fertilizer, which I add a few drops every day, and you can see all my tetra are so well happy. Also you can see some algae growth in the front of my glass, which I am waiting for my algae stick cleaner to come. I've ordered it from Flipkart because it's not easily available with the local aquarium shops. So I'll get this cleaned later on, and I have moved my algae eater out because it was creating too much of a mess. It was very fast, very quick, and it used to disturb my aquarium setup. And since I'm planning to breed shrimps, and to avoid an explosion blast of my shrimps, I've added tetra, but tetra do consume shrimp babies. So whatever gets into the fish's mouth, they will have it, irrespective to what type of fish you add. If you just want to breed shrimps, I suggest you just add shrimps and nothing else apart from snails. So You can see my Rotala in the front. So now probably I'll have an issue with Rotala growing in the front, which will be too big. Then I'll have to trim it, and also the stems would be quite thick. So let's see, maybe I'll have 3 inches from down as a shrub growing from below, and then I'll keep trimming it. Let's see how it grows. I do not want to change my setup right now or disturb the aquarium. Okay, so if I do that quite frequently, I'll have my shrimps to die off because of the fluctuation of water temperature and my involvement in it. I have added Rotala behind as well. You can see it on the rock. So let's see the growth, and you can see, I've zoomed it, you can see my algae growth on the glass. So my algae has started to grow. Okay, now the picture quality is quite clear. Yes, yeah, you can see. So the green plant will go quite slow, whereas Rotala will go quite fast. So let's see the growth after a week. As it said on the internet that it grows an inch every week. So let's see, depending on the water parameters and the sunlight given to it. Yes, I have added this wooden bark in the corner, and I've moved that stone out here on the side. Yes. And this is duckweed, which is on top. As you can see, let me show you from top. Yes, it's covering up my soil, it's covering up my aquarium space. And the problem with duckweed on top is it avoids your light to get into the water. So it's probably good enough if you try to remove the duckweed if it's spreading too much, and have some free space on top so your plants can enjoy the light, the sunlight that it requires to have photosynthesis. Now the duckweed which on top, if you need to keep it in control, the best thing you can add is apple snail. Now where is my apple snail? I can't see them. I have added 2 apple snails. So one you can see is here. So this is my apple snail. Inside you can see it's moving. Probably I can't give you a good shot. I can't see another one. He'll be enjoying somewhere else. So apple snail grows quite big, maybe a size of a tomato. Okay, so it takes quite a lot of time for it to grow that much, maybe a year or 2. And apple snails of my aquarium, I don't know about it generally, but it loves to eat duckweed. So it will go on top, it will keep grazing on the duckweed, and that's how it's kept in control. And I usually dump my duckweed as well because it grows quite fast. So if you can notice, my blue shrimps are quite healthy. If they keep grazing and if they keep moving, it seems that they are enjoying the water parameters, they are not stressed. So that is how you know your shrimps are enjoying your aquarium and the water is quite in good condition. You might find my aquarium quite dirty right now. It's just because of too much of algae growth. I'm planning to have a little bit control on it with some methods. Let me see what I can get next week when I have an off from my work, which I don't get it quite easily. Any other points? So since the algae growth has just started, this is the local food that I have purchased from the shop. I have avoided to get branded stuffs, and even the shopkeeper actually uses this. So these are pellets which float. I'm awaiting for my sinking pellets for my shrimps. But even this I think works if you add tetra neons, because even this pellets they can't have it. It's quite big for their mouth, so you'll find many of it dropping down and the shrimps will be enjoying it. So shrimps are like really good scavengers. You don't have to worry about them. Just have some few drops falling on your soil and they will enjoy it. And for the water quality, I have purchased this liquid, as you can see. So let me show you. Plant food, okay, and this is the liquid, 120 ml. Okay, where is the brand? Is there any brand on it? Plant food dosage is like 2 ml for 100 liters per day, but it's preferable if you add few drops every day. So that is what I'm doing, so that my shrimps and all don't get a shock of sudden liquid getting into the water. So I add just few drops, maybe 1 or 2 drops every day. Let it go slow, not a problem, but it shouldn't affect my marine life, my tetra neons and my shrimps. Yes, so this is the liquid I add. So you can see the growth of my plants, it's quite good. And the filter, I keep it on for 12 hours in the night, and then I shut it off in the morning, and I leave it off in the morning because shrimps do not like the water moving too much. They like stable water. Also they want it to be filtered. So the filter that I have, like, it filters around 10 liters, probably 10 liters an hour, and the minimum requirement for shrimps is the water filter should be 4 liters an hour. Mine is if I reduce the speed, it's 10 liters, and if I increase it, it goes up to 14 liters. So the filter costed me around 700, and the smaller one was for 600. The smaller one was for 400 or something. I'm not quite sure. So you can see my shrimp, my snail here. This is called an apple snail. I've purchased 2 of it. So the problem with the small snails is they multiply too fast. So I've removed all of my small snails and I've added just apple snail, because it grows, it takes a while to mature, it takes a while to breed, and it does all the job you require apart from cleaning the algae that is on the glass. So I'm getting my algae stick, and probably you'll get a clear view next time once I get my algae stick and I'll clean it off. Yes, so as I said, it's better if you plan to have an aquarium, it's better you have a planted aquarium, because it's a first cost which is too expensive. So this whole setup right now costed me around 10,000, including the soil, even the marine life, everything costed me around 10,000. I'm like dot on 10,000 for just a 18 by 12 by 12 feet aquarium. So the bigger you go, the bigger the cost will increase. But it's a very good thing to have a planted aquarium. You just need to ensure that 1 inch of your soil is marine soil and 1 inch could be your gravels or something, whatever you wish to add, maybe sand or something. So the water automatically gets filtered and all your waste gets under the soil, and that becomes a manure for your plants. So it's completely an ecosystem inside. Just need to add a filter and the light by yourself, and you don't need to worry to clean it for maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. No need of any water change, just water top up. If your water has reduced, I add chlorine. To reduce the chlorine, I have liquid, which is the water conditioner. I add it a bit in my water before I mix it inside, and I don't see any death of my shrimps yet. I've added 24 shrimps, but I can't find much. I find around 16, 17, but there's no death or any decomposed shrimp which I've found yet. So everything looks quite good. And please like, subscribe, comment if there is any queries, so we can have a debate. There's still a lot to learn just from a small aquarium, so I would really love you commenting if there's any doubt, anything that I've made wrong, so even I get to learn from you. If there's any problems into your aquarium which I have a solution, I'll be really free to share. Yes guys, I need to go now, and that's all about after a week. So I'll post another video after a week or so once I get my algae cleaned. Okay guys, so bye bye, take care, see you.